Okay, I'm recording. Um, so now this is all going to be recorded. All right. Okay, so right now what I see is we went ahead and swept this previous day high. Um, I want us to build some structure. I want us to respect this 4 hour inversion and then build some structure above previous day high. If we can do that, then I would happily take longs. But if no, there's no SMT here. By the way, there's no SMT here. Oh, there is SMT here. Hmm. Whatever. I don't really care honestly. But so what I want us to do is I want us to build structure above previous day high, and then I'll be looking for longs. If we can't build structure above previous day high, and if we disrespect this little mini fair value gap right here, um, then I will look for shorts and target previous day low. But the the main thing here is just waiting for that 10 a.m. to open up and seeing what we have to trade with. What I'm seeing right now is this 15-minute fair value gap right here. So I would like to see an entry out of here if we're short. But to be honest, we do have some unmitigated 15-minute PT raise right here. We have this fair value gap, and then we have this order block that was actually disrespected. So just based on order flow right now, it looks like price wants to go lower and take previous day low down here. But yeah, let's just wait until 10 a.m. and see what it looks like. Yeah, I do pick and choose what I want to care about. Um, I do care about that SMT only because we're um, disrespecting all of these bullish PD rays. Um, I would not care in the slightest about that SMT if we built structure above this previous day high, because obviously previous day high is a stronger confluence than 4 hour SMT because it's a higher time frame. So, holy shit, there are 475 of you in here. That's insane. That's insane. Um, no, we can't have a live goon session. Who did I learn from? Keyflow Trades. 475, all waiting to copy trade. That's funny. Cheers from prison, everyone. Damn. Free Dero. Yeah, VDK, you blew 4 funded yesterday, but like, zoom out, dude. It was probably your own fault. You know, you got to learn from things like that, right? Like you blew the fundeds because you were trading when you weren't supposed to be trading. That's on you. All you can do is learn and improve. Like now you know not to do that because how bad do you feel right now? You get me? Let's go TPK. PA has been terrible. I did not trade yesterday because FOMC. Why look for shorts when a bullish day is expected? I don't really care about what the day is supposed to be. Like all I'm seeing is that we're not respecting previous day high, right? If we were bullish, we would build structure out of previous day high. This is previous day high, but we're not, and we're also not respecting bullish PD raise. So I'm not gonna go ahead and take along when we're not respecting all these things. Also, I only care about this next 4 hour candle. Like I don't care if the day ends green or red. Like all I care about is the 4 hour candle. So yeah. No, I'm here. I'm not frozen. I didn't crash. Bro, silent as a mouse. I don't. What do you mean? Do I mark my order block based off break a structure? Yo, I don't know if you want to trade for JP Morgan Chase. Do it if you want. Yo, my screen's not frozen. I'm just not moving it right now. Yeah, that's the plan. I want to go live every day. Okay. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. I would like this candle to close a little bit like higher and then get a nice like bearish move out of this 15-minute gap right there. That would be nice. Char, we have 4-hour SMT. Yeah, I know. We have a 4-hour bearish SMT. Guys, don't worry about a paid Discord. Like, I'm not charging for that anytime soon. Yo, guys, stop asking me my bias. It all depends on how this next 4-hour opens. If this 4-hour opens and immediately starts displacing to the downside, then I'll look for an entry inside of this 15-minute gap. If it opens and immediately starts displacing to the upside, then I'll look for an entry in this 4-hour 15-minute bearish gap. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. No, I don't care about Trump speaking. Yo, watch my last Q&A session. I go over order blocks and breaker blocks. You got kicked from your class, bro. Jesus. Yo, guys, stop talking about the SMT on the 4-hour. I know there's SMT on the 4-hour. There's this bullish SMT that we have here, and we're respecting this bullish fair value gap right here, as you can see. So that's a good sign for longs. I like longs better. Anyway. So yeah, I want to see. Did we close above it here? Yeah, we did. Yeah, you see how we respected this hourly fair value gap? $10 a.m. still hasn't opened, guys. I just want to see what happens at 10 a.m. Okay? Like, that's all I care about. We disrespected this bullish gap, right? We're about to inverse this gap as well. right? That we should not inverse in a bullish scenario. So on larger time frames, long look better. But like this previous day low looks like it wants to be swept. Let me mark that. That's previous day low. Okay, so let's see what happens. We have 1 minute. Yeah, bias just fucks you up. Bias really fucks you up. Just pay attention to what's at hand. Don't try to predict price. That's where everyone fucks up. Like, what do we see here? We see that this 1 hour is about to get inversed, right? In 39 seconds. And we see this bearish fair value gap right here. So what does that tell us? Like, I will happily take a short out of this gap, right? I don't care if my long-term bias is bullish. I don't care what else is happening. I'm trading what I see. I'm not trying to predict the market. That's where people get fucked. Holy shit, there are 597 people in here. What the fuck? That's insane. Okay, guys, 1 minute or 2 seconds. All right, new 4 hour just opened up. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So now we just wait to see what happens. All right, I like this. Why am I ignoring Trump news? Because, bro, what am I going to do with Trump news? Why the fuck would I care? Why would I care? What am I going to do with that? It's not going to, like, affect... I'm still going to take the trade, right? So, let's see. See if we can get a nice little execution here. All right. This is nice. This is good. Look at that. Now, I don't want ES to tap into this gap. But if it does, like, I don't know. Let's just see. I want this to be a down close candle so that our change in state doesn't have to be that low. What about 4 hour? What do you mean, what about 4 hour? It's bullish. I mean, we put in this bearish SMT right here. ES swept that high. Yeah, we are respecting this gap. That's what I don't love, but I'm willing. Okay. Guys, again, like, it's not like my life is on the line with this trade. Like, if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, it's not the biggest deal. In a scenario like this, it just feels like we have so much sell side liquidity. Um, I don't know. I just sort of have to go short here. If we can put in some bearish SMT here, that would be great. I'm just waiting. We just wait here, guys. There's nothing to do but wait. What are we seeing on the 5-minute? You're already short? Dude, it has to break this high. Why are you short? It didn't even tap into this 15-minute gap. You're going to get stopped out. Yo, did it tap in on NQ? No, I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Did not. TBK, make sure you have adjust for contract changes on. Was it on? I don't like this, that it hasn't tapped. I'm just going to mark this out just so I know where it is. This bullish 15-minute gap. I'm not doing anything with it. I just want to mark it out. Why are you guys in trades? Why the fuck are you guys in trades? Some of you guys, it's just hopeless with some of you guys. Like, what do you mean? This is the 15-minute above. It wasn't already tapped yet. So right now we're just dumping for no reason. If we go ahead and tap this gap, like, I would maybe take a long out of it. But no trades yet, obviously. I don't like that, like, we're dumping like this. We didn't even tap into the gap. Kind of sucks. Let's see. I like fair value gaps better than order blocks. Micro ES, yeah, let me see. Let's see. Did we tap it on micro ES? No, that's not even a tap, dude. It's not a tap. Not a tap. Guys, I don't know why you guys are in trades. Like, I don't know why you guys are in trades. Doesn't make sense. Let's see what price does here. For all you guys in trades, like, if we're going to go lower and take out previous day low, we're probably going to break this high first. Right? Like, we're probably going to break this high and tap into that PD ray. But yeah. Just accumulating right now. Yeah, you see, like, the fact that we've tapped into this twice, that's like an indicator that this is probably going to get inversed, this hourly gap. But still want that entry out of this 15-minute fair value gap. Don't think we're going to get it, though. This fair value gap, like this 15-minute gap, would be the place to go long. Just because it's like the 50% of this range. Oops. It's a 50%, like right there. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't really put in a top wick, so we could be just putting in a bottom wick right now, which I'm fine with. Like, I'm fine with either direction here. I don't really care. Yo, trade that MF. If you send another screenshot of your trade, I'm gonna ban you. Not joking. Good shit, AM. What'd you take? Okay, so we do have SMT right here. ES tapped into this gap. Pretty sure it's the same gap. Yeah, so ES tapped into that, and NQ didn't. So let's see what happens. There's just SMT down here. This is the change in state level for for NASDAQ. I'll take this long. Once we change the state of delivery, what is this? What would the trade look like though? Probably final TP would be there. Let's see, like that be it. It's too much. Probably take 9 micros there. Yeah, lots of bullish SMT, and I like longs better. I mean, like I haven't taken anything, like, but this bullish SMT, and then also, the weekly profile is a bullish weekly profile, and on the daily time frame, it just looks like it should go ahead and take that. But again, guys, like I'm just trading what I see here. And what do I see? I see a top wick that didn't manipulate into any PD array, and I see a bottom wick that manipulated into a PD array. So obviously if the bottom wick has mitigated into a PD array, then I'm bullish because it did what my rule, these are my rules, right? Like we didn't manipulate, we didn't put in a proper top wick here. So since these are my rules, I will take a long. You get me? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like, do you understand why? This top wick is not a proper wick because it didn't manipulate into any PD array. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we have that bullish SMT inside this 15-minute fair value gap. We didn't manipulate. The whole purpose of the 4-hour PO3 is to like catch the manipulation of the 4-hour candle, right? So like we didn't manipulate here because it didn't manipulate into any PD array. We didn't tap into either 15-minute gap. So what did we manipulate into, right? We traded into this 15-minute fair value gap, putting in bullish SMT at this fair value gap, right? So yeah, since ES tapped and NQ didn't, I can use this change in state of delivery level. You get me? Because like it tapped on ES. You get what I'm saying? Guys, this is the SMT right here. This is the SMT. You see that? How ES tapped into this gap? It's SMT. Yo, guys, the trade recap will just be this live recording. This is better than any trade recap out there. Let's see if we can get this change in state. If we get this change in state, I'm going long. I like longs way better. Way better. We're not in anything yet until we get this change in state. We need a candle closure above this level, and then we could enter. No, SMT is not the same as manipulation. SMT is imbalance between two correlated assets. So like SMT is the NASDAQ not pulling into this gap, ES pulling into this gap, right? That's SMT. Okay. Um, Manipulation is the top or the bottom wick of higher time frame candle. So like, for example, this 4 hour has to manipulate lower, put in this bottom wick to go higher. That's manipulation. Change in state on ES? No, there's no change in state on ES. What if Trump fucks us during the trade? Then Trump fucks us during the trade. There's not much we can do about that, right? But even if he does fuck us, like, we're following our rules, you know? How many of you would have already traded? Like, how many of you would have seen that we're dumping and taken a trade? I think we're going to get it here, guys. I have a tingle. I have a little tingle. We want a candle closure through the level. That's the goal. See, 19 seconds. Three, two, one. I'm going to go in with 10. Right here. I'm in, guys. I'm in here. Stop goes at this low. And then final TP is up here, which is these highs. Now, let's see. My entry sucked. Retest entry would have been so nice here. Oof. See if we can get a nice displacement. Yeah, my fill sucks. 8-4. Terrible fill. Terrible fill. What is this? I want to see what am I risking here? Okay. Yo, guys, relax. If we get stopped, we get stopped. So what? It's a good setup. Even if I get stopped, I know I would take this trade 10 times out of 10. So I don't care. You know? This 15-minute gap that was tapped into on ES. Horrible fill. Dude, I hate getting filled like this. I hate when that change in state level is like ridiculous, which is what just happened. Some of you should be in profit right now. But obviously my horrible entry is in drawdown. I'm probably gonna go. Nah, fuck that. I was literally thinking about going break even once we break like this 4-hour high, but I'm done going break even, bro. I don't know if you guys saw my my last week, bro. Fuck going break even. This should be a nice trade though. Yeah. Yeah, no break even. Yo, me and Sneaks got fucked on our entries. Final GP is the high. Guys, I'm not worried about any. Like, I'm not worried. Yo, those of you who like got this retest, that's such a nice entry. I'm jealous. Such a nice entry. Fire. 88 is crazy, Avi. I'm not taking partials, guys. I'm like, I'm full porting this 50K starter I copped to pass one trade. That's the goal. Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's not an hourly fair value gap. It's a 15-minute gap. Yo, you guys got in at 66? Holy shit, what an entry. If you're trading this on a funded, I would always recommend a TP1. If it's only 2 micros, honestly, just like hold until TP2 and trail stop. Like if you were trading like 2 minis, I would say have a TP1 and a TP2, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. To take partials, like you just, let's say you want to take a partial here, you press plus and then you press create new order. Since we're in a long, you're going to do a sell limit. And then like if I were to take off half my position, I would type in 5 and then I'd place it. And then it puts in that order right there. And that's like a partial. That's how you take partials. No, I'm not taking partials because I'm holding this to 1 day pass. Trying to 1 day pass this eval. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this, but I want to know where it is. So I'm gonna put these lines here. I don't want people to think that I'm waiting for a short when I'm in a long. You get me? So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna put. I'll usually take partials at like 1-1 if I'm trading a funded. Guys, I am also swinging. I'm also swinging QQQ 488 calls. Expiring on the 9th. So expiring tomorrow. Yeah, expiring tomorrow. I'm in at 299. So not a great entry, but I'm swinging those. How do you beat trailing threshold on eval? You cut your full position at TP1. Char, what's your risk management on eval? I don't really care. It's like an eval, so I basically just gamble it. I either try to pass, if I'm on Top Step, I try to pass it in 2 days. So like 1,500 a day. And then for this My Funded Future starter that I just copped, I'm just trying to 1 day pass it. So this is just one trade that I'm just trying to. If this trade hits final TP, then the account is passed. For options, I mean, this is not zero DTEs. These expire tomorrow, but you can just sell before. It's not a big deal. I'm announcing the giveaway winners tomorrow. So if you want to cop a My Funded Futures account, then you can. I'm announcing the winners tomorrow though. So you just cop an account and then go ahead and DM me like a screenshot on Instagram. There we go, guys. Some follow through. Finally. You can't do 10 lot sizing to make 1,500 in Top Step, right? Yeah, so here's the thing. 10 micros is one mini, right? So if you're trading Top Step X, you could do like, 40 or 50 micros because that's the same as 5 minis, right? But that's only if you're using Top Step X. Um, if you're using Tradeovate for Top Step, then you can only trade 5 micros and 5 minis, so it's kind of cooked. But yeah. Guys, we got some nice follow through here. Got a long way to go. So little thing here, right? As you can see, we're trading inside of this 15-minute fair value gap on ES, and we're not trading inside of it on the Nasdaq. Here are a few things, right? So, for example, I only care about this fair value gap being traded into if it's the manipulation leg of the 4-hour candle, right? The 4-hour candle already manipulated into this 15-minute gap, right? It put in the bottom wick to go higher, right? The second thing is, as you can see on ES, we're not respecting the CE and we're trading right through that fair value gap. So that's another reason why, like, price should not be going this high out of this fair value gap. So this is most likely going to get mitigated because it's not respecting that gap. So just that alone, I don't really care that we're not really respecting that. I don't really care that it hasn't hit on ES yet. Also, ES isn't really respecting PD raise today, as you can see, because we didn't tap into this 15-minute fair value gap, right? ES did. ES seems like the asset class that's, actually touching the PD raise today. So I don't really care that it's touching on ES and not NASDAQ. I don't really care. Plus, I'm already in a trade that has a great thesis. Let's go, guys. How much do I risk when I'm funded? I risk 0.5%. So like, if I'm on a 50K, I'll risk 250. If I'm on a 100K, I'll risk 500. Like, if I'm on a 150K, I'll risk 750. But also, if you guys are trading this, taking this on a funded and not an eval, I would probably move stop to break even once we break into this 15-minute gap. So like, I would move stop break even at 20,125.75 if you're taking this unfunded. But like I said, like, I'm not moving my stop to break even. Let's go, Skywalker. W. No, I'm not gonna clip. Plus, if you take a look at ES, right, we just got this 1 minute change in state out of this 15-minute gap right here. So a little sell-off is fine. Fine with it. Holy shit, we're dumping. Did Trump say something? Bro, SAR, what are you... What? I'm so confused. Doesn't matter if you pass, bro. You didn't follow your rules and you didn't trade a plan. Yo, you guys need to stop talking, bro. Like, holy shit. Just let the trade do its thing, dude. If you get stopped, you get stopped. So what? You're gonna die? Is it like the end of the world if you get stopped? Like, bro. If I get stopped out of this trade, I'm gonna close my computer and enjoy the rest of my day. I'm not gonna sit here, try to make everything back. I'm not gonna look for a setup at 2 p.m. Bro, I got stopped out of a trade that I would take 10 times out of 10. So what? Like, I would take this trade every single time it appears. So I don't give a fuck. They are. They are gonna start blaming me. Yeah, I do really like this long. Looks real good. It looks good on the higher time frames, and that's like what matters. Oh, the boat was fun. The boat was fun. Bro, look at the SMT right here. What do you mean? Where's the SMT? ES tapped this gap. Nasdaq didn't. That's some bullish SMT. Do we have anything on the 5 minute? Not really. Guys, it was going to be a slow way up regardless because, right, the NASDAQ didn't touch his fair value gap, but ES did, okay? There's 4-hour SMT at the highs. The daily is showing that we should take previous day high, right? There are these bearish PD rays on the way up. So, like, it's going to be a slow move up. Like, it's not going to be just a straight rip to the upside. But that's fine. Like, I don't even care. You shouldn't either. If you would take this trade every single time, then you shouldn't care if you get stopped out because you would take this trade every single time. So, sometimes you just sit in drawdown. Sometimes you sit in drawdown and get stopped. Sometimes you sit in drawdown and then it rallies. And sometimes you just sometimes you get liquidated at 4:40 p.m. because you're in the trade the whole day. What do you mean move my screen? What are you talking about? What do I need to move? Was I good in school? I was all right. I wasn't great. I was just lazy. Like I was one of those students who like I was always like smart-ish. I just would never like apply myself for like homework and stuff. AM, that's hilarious. Do I plan on living off trading alone? That would be dope. This is what happens when PA is dog shit. No, it's my own marketing agency. This is horrible. I'm so bored. I'm so bored sitting here. What's the biggest payout I've gotten, and do I plan on getting funded 1 mil plus? I haven't gotten a payout, and yes, that's the plan. What percent do you make per month? I don't fucking know. Put on daily dose of internet on YouTube while we wait. That's so funny. Right now, definitely trading. Am I funded? Yes, funded. So my payout story, I had a Tradeify, I had a 150K Tradeify account. Um, and it was all the way at like 168. So I don't know if you guys are aware with like payouts and shit, but when your account's at 168 and it's a 150K account, like you are so deep in payout, uh, like in payoutville, like you should get a payout, right? 168, you could literally just go and request a payout. But the thing is, Tradeify's consistency rule is kind of fucked. So there's a 35% consistency rule. And what happened to me was that I caught an overnight trade for like 4,200, and that fucked my consistency, obviously, because 4,200 on a 150K is a lot. So I had my account balance was at like 159, which is like right when you're eligible to take a payout. And then I saw that my consistency is fucked, and they were like, okay, you have to make 12,000 more before you can request a payout, so that your consistency could go to zero. But I didn't know that in order to, if you fucked your consistency, you could just lose the money, and then your consistency goes back to normal, right? Because I didn't have enough experience yet. So I spent like the next 2 weeks, right? I was making like 1,400 a day, 1,200 a day. I got my account all the way up to 168K, and my consistency was still at like 44 or like 49%, and it needed to be at 35%. And so I was just like, fuck this shit, and I blew the account on purpose because I'm not gonna fucking, you know, make 7 more grand. So I was right there at a payout, and I should have gotten a payout, but the consistency fucked me, and that was like hard to fucking deal with. Because I guarantee right then and there, if I got that 3K payout, I would put it all into buying more evals, and then I would copy trade all of them, and I would be making bread with trading right now, which is annoying. Tradeify is really good, but the consistency rule is annoying as fuck. So where do you get your capital from? Are you working right now? Yeah, I have a marketing agency. That's where all my money comes from. Like, I have no problem being completely transparent. Like, that's why I fucking answer all your questions. I'm not like out here ignoring like payout questions and shit, because there's so much bullshit like in the trading space, dude. Just needs somebody to be honest. So I have no problem being honest. No, I'm not profitable yet. I'm about to be though. Nah. Nah, my parents don't do marketing, bro. My mom's an architect, bro. And I don't live with my dad. So thank you, Sip. So I went like 44 grand in debt. Holy shit, this is dumping. I went like 44 grand in debt when I started my first business. Um, because I bought 270 air fryers, and I got fucked by like shipping and transport and stuff to resell them, obviously. And so that was when I was like 20, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck do I do? And so I was down bad for like 5 or 6 months, and then that's when I started my marketing agency, because I was like, I need to make money somehow. So I just fucking spammed YouTube, spammed everything. Like, I spent hella bread on fucking courses and shit, and I ended up paying off that debt in like 8 months. But yeah, bro, all my money is self-made, dude. I don't get money from my parents, bro. Nah, not bread scales, bro. Not bread scales. I don't like Top Step X. Yeah, bro, I get PTSD every time I use my Ninja. Guys, this isn't looking too good. Probably going to get stopped here. Unless somehow God hears us. And he's like, oh shit, I got to save their trade. And he gives us a fat Drake candle. That puts us above this 15-minute fair value gap. That would be insane. How insane would that be? How insane would it be like if I just said that and then there was a huge Drake candle that just showed up? That would be insane. God, if you hear me. God, if you hear me. I am not the market maker. No. Yeah, price hasn't done shit. Price has not done shit. Do we have anything? Like, we don't really have shit. I like ES. ES is moving so much better than the NASDAQ today. Like, so much better, dude. If we can inverse this 5-minute on ES, that would be solid. That would be really good. I would like to see that. But guys, the thing is, like, I have no doubts that, like, we're gonna make bread with trading, because, bro, all that matters is fucking, like, you following your rules. Like, the only reason I'm not making bread with trading is because of myself. And that's something I had to realize, and I realized that, like, 2 weeks ago. And, like, that is the only thing standing in all of our ways, right, is ourself. So if you can just stop being stupid as fuck, right, and you can start respecting your rules, then everything fucking changes, and then you can make bread with trading. Like, the setup is there, you take it. If it's not, you don't. And that's why I think live trading is going to help us all, because I'm going to follow my rules, because we're going to be on fucking live, and I'm not going to be retarded on live. And you guys are also going to follow your rules too, because if you don't, I ban you from the Discord. Yo, God. Yo, God heard us. Yo, God heard us. That's crazy. Tremendous deal from both nations. Yo, God heard us. That's crazy. That's crazy. W God. Yo, can we get a W God in the chat? W God, W God, W God, W God. This is so stupid. God is so mighty. I love you, God. W God. Oh my God. Yo, also, if you guys missed an entry, this 5-minute inversion would be a good entry if we inverse this 5-minute. Only if you missed this initial entry. Yep, if we went to break even, bro. Yo, yeah, that's so funny, bro. We made it back to... Now we're back in drawdown. Fire. Holy Jesus, fuck. God did not like that. God did not like us doing that. He did not fuck with that. And stop filled. Very nice, guys. I love those trades where you just sit and draw down the whole time. But yeah. GG's. GG's. What's this 50K at? Jesus Christ. That was a fat L. Um, nice. Nah, I would not have looked for a short there, regardless. It was a good setup. The reason why I wouldn't be short is because we didn't like manipulate into anything. So like there's no entry there. Um, how did I not go to break even after that bearish SMT formed? Fuck, dude. You know what? I should have. I should have known everything. I should have known what was gonna happen before it happened. I'm pissed. I should have known what was gonna happen before it happened. Fuck. Yeah, guys, get off the charts. Very bad PA. Very, very bad PA here. There's like nothing. Um, but yeah, solid. So it's looking like tomorrow I have $600 left of drawdown on this 50K. Um, so no, I'm not gonna trade at 2 p.m. This PA sucks. I'm not gonna trade this PA. Zero chance I trade this PA today. Um, but yeah, I still like bullish. Like I'm gonna hold my option into tomorrow, because I still think we pump into end of day. I just think like, price isn't really respecting anything right now. So yeah, I don't really care to trade this. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade. I'm not gonna take anything today, other than the trade that I just took. But so I have 600 left, of drawdown on this my funded futures. So with that, tomorrow on the live, I will put it all onto a trade. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'll do the psychology like Q&A maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Again, guys, like the reason why I fucking full ported this is because I literally bought this account to full port it. This 50K eval. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube, so you don't have to worry. Um, but yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna head off now. Let me just close down